Psychic abilities. I want to speak about psychic abilities and how you can awaken these, let's say, forces within yourself that can make you see beyond the veil, can make you see beyond limitations. And I also want to speak about what are psychic abilities and my journey of discovering my psychic abilities. Now, I've been through a process of awakening back in 2014, and then I have realized that there was, let's say, a connection between my inner and outer world that felt different from what I've experienced so far then, okay? So I realized that we have the power to really awaken our senses. Someone beautifully said that the world patiently awaits for our senses to grow sharper. Now, if you grow your senses sharper, and if you get to know yourself a bit better, you can also realize that there are psychic abilities like clairvoyance, seeing beyond the 3D, clairsentience, feeling empathically what someone else feels maybe, claircognizance, knowing about things and feeling things before they are happening, okay? So these things are actually real from my perspective, and today I want to share how to really awaken these things within yourself. Now, what I come to realize in my journey was the fact that I had energy centers and I have energy centers, and I get to actually awaken these energies if I stay conscious, okay? There is this thing called Kundalini Energy, and Kundalini Energy really is life force energy. And when this energy awakens, and we do have the power to awaken this energy, we realize that we as individuals have unique psychic abilities. Me, for example, I like to think, and I see the fact that I can see beyond the 3D, okay? There is also the perspective of multi-dimensions, okay? And really when we awaken our senses, we can really see beyond the limits. We can feel beyond the limits. We can realize that there is hidden truth that is not in the human's eye, okay? And when we go deep within ourselves, and this is actually the first tool for you to awaken your psychic abilities, to go deep within yourself, okay? If you really go deep and you actually allow yourself to feel, you get to realize that there are actually senses that can be awakened to the human consciousness. And when we increase what we feel, we also increase our psychic abilities, okay? So the first tool is to actually go within yourself and really silence the mind, okay? I find this actually really important, silence the mind, in order to really increase your energy and increase your vibe, okay? So if you silence the mind and you go deep within yourself, you realize that there is actually a game of consciousness, and there is actually ways in which you can actually deepen your perception, okay? If we shift our perception, we realize that we have the power to really see beyond limits. We have the power to see beyond limits. We have the power to see beyond what is holding us back, okay? So the first tip in order to discover your psychic abilities is to really go deep within yourself and allow yourself to feel and actually increase your senses, okay? Because I believe that psychic abilities are something that are beyond the 5 senses, okay? We have multiple senses. We have the 6th sense, and from what I know, the human self doesn't only have 5 senses, okay? That is actually a limit. We have multidimensional senses. We can actually see beyond limits. We can actually see beyond the veil, okay? So go deep within yourself and increase your energy. This is actually really powerful. Now, the second tip I would offer you guys is question your uniqueness, okay? Because I realized that as a Scorpio, I'm really psychic, and I really love this about myself. Sometimes it's hard to deal with my thoughts. Sometimes it's hard to deal with my feelings. But what I get to realize is the fact that I'm really psychic as a Scorpio, and I get to intuitively feel what another person feels. I get to intuitively know what another person maybe thinks. And sometimes I get even synchronicities, like I'm thinking about somebody and that person actually calls me. Or I'm thinking about something that would eventually happen, and that would actually happen. Okay, so this is clairvoyance. And I realized that psychic abilities are not about forcing ourselves. It's not about forcing ourselves to develop these abilities. It's about our natural uniqueness. It's about our natural intuitive talents, okay? So the thing is that we gotta actually question ourselves. Question what our mind power is. You know, there's also telepathy. We can always use telepathy to actually talk to somebody. And in a way, we are always using telepathy. We're always using telepathy. We're always communicating with each other. We're always communicating with each other. So I get to realize that the human self and the human consciousness really has powerful abilities. And we as individuals really hold this power of really seeing beyond. And there are many starseeds. There are many kids that are coming now on the planet that are coming with these gifts. And there are so many of us with these gifts within ourselves. All that we gotta do is acknowledge these gifts. And all that we gotta do is awaken our power to these gifts. Is to really get to actually increase our energy. And really get to, in a way, see the power within ourselves, you know, because what you don't know, you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. And really when you become aware of these spiritual things, of these superpowers, they actually begin to awaken within yourself. Okay, so this is today's purpose, to make you guys aware of the fact that there are psychic abilities. So become aware of them, research them, and really attune yourself to your intuition. Okay, staying connected to your intuition is also important in discovering your psychic abilities. You know, staying connected to your intuition and really doing the dance, doing the samba, doing that thing that you actually love. Okay, and I believe that in order to be connected to our psychic abilities, we gotta have a good energy. We gotta have a high vibe energy. We gotta be in our higher self. We gotta be in our complete self. We gotta stay connected to our creativity, guys, you know, and really take care of our energy. So this is actually really important. So the first tool was go deep within yourself and allow yourself to feel. Okay, if you increase your intuition, you get to actually increase your energy. Okay, the second tip was take care of your energy. Take care of your energy and really increase your vibe. Now the third thing was get to acknowledge these things within yourself. Get to actually acknowledge these things within yourself, because everybody has psychic abilities. Okay, now what I also want to mention is get spiritual and really see your uniqueness. You know, if you increase your energy field, if you realize that you are a multidimensional being having a human experience, you also get to awaken to your higher powers. You actually get to awaken to your higher intuition. You get to awaken to your higher truth. And you realize that everything that you have to discover is within yourself. Everything that you have to discover is within yourself, guys. So go within and realize that we have amazing powers as humans. You know, we can even speak to the aliens. We can even speak to our spirit guides. Also spirit guides. If you are being connected to your spirit guides and to your angelic realm, you get to actually increase your energy. You get to increase your energy, and you get to actually communicate with interdimensional beings. Maybe you get to realize that the spirit world is the only real world. You get to realize that the spirit world is the only real world. Okay, so respect yourself and respect your soul family and connect with them. This will actually increase your intuition. This will actually increase your gifts. Okay, so yes, you are gifted as a human. You are gifted as an individual that is spiritual. You are gifted. So look within yourself, guys, and see what happens. Question these things, because I began to spontaneously awaken. And then I realized that, wow, there is a really high game of consciousness, and we are not who we thought we were. I'm not who I thought I was. And I really had the gift to awaken. And this was a really beautiful experience. An experience that also was painful, but an experience that showed me that we have the power to really see beyond the limits. We have the power to really look within ourselves and find our gifts, you know. So yeah, there are lots of psychic abilities, and you can even see in the future. Maybe you can even talk to somebody telepathically. You can even receive synchronicities. I believe that this is also part of our psychic gifts, receiving synchronicities. I always receive synchronicities about the things in my life, about my experiences. But I had to realize that I had to acknowledge them in order for them to work, you know? So yeah, remember that you don't know what you don't know. And the more that you realize this truth, is the more that you get to actually know more. Because now you are actually open to the unknown, you know? You are open to many beautiful things coming into your life. But you gotta look within yourself first, and you gotta have an open mind for these things to work for you, okay? So yeah, have an open mind. Have an open mind and realize that anything is possible. Anything is possible in this universe. Anything is possible, okay? So yeah, I've started the podcast series. If you have a YouTube channel maybe, or if you want to express yourself, if you want to express your spiritual vision, feel free to contact me, and we can actually go on Zoom and actually have a spiritual podcast. It would be my pleasure. It would be my pleasure, okay? So yeah, feel free to contact me, and remember, stay on the good side. Stay on the good side, stay on that side that actually represents love for you, okay? So yeah, this was this message about psychic abilities. I've realized that as a Scorpio and as a water sign, I'm really mental, and I have a lot of mental power. Now, this mental power also has the power to destroy myself. This mental power also has the power to decrease my energy if not used properly. So I realized that I gotta take care of my thoughts, and I gotta stay aligned, and I gotta not take my thoughts so seriously. I gotta not take myself so seriously, you know, because I've realized that fear is our only enemy. Okay, let go of fear and see what happens. Okay, if you want to work with me on a one-on-one level, and you want to experience, you want to develop your spiritual gifts, you want to develop your spiritual knowledge, feel free to contact me, and let's step right into play. Guys, I love you, much peace, and see you on what is coming up next. This was this video about psychic abilities. I love you.